The Supreme Leader's Vision, a glimpse into Kim Jong Un's North Korea. Imagine a land shrouded in secrecy, a place where the outside world is but a distant echo. This is a country where the flow of information is tightly controlled, and the narrative is meticulously crafted to serve the interests of the ruling elite. Here, one man's word is law, and that man is Kim Jong Un. His presence is omnipresent, his influence all-encompassing. This is North Korea, ruled with an iron fist by Kim Jong Un. His leadership style is marked by a blend of fear and reverence, a combination that ensures his grip on power remains unchallenged. Since assuming power in 2011, Kim has continued his family's legacy of authoritarian rule, a legacy that began with his grandfather Kim Il-sung and was carried on by his father Kim Jong-il. Each leader has left an indelible mark on the nation's psyche. Prioritizing military might and national self-reliance, a policy known as juche, Kim Jong-un has focused on building a formidable military arsenal. This policy is not just about defense, it's a statement of defiance against the international community. He envisions a North Korea strong enough to defy international pressure and maintain its isolation. This vision is deeply rooted in the belief that the country must stand alone, resilient and unyielding. Kim's leadership is characterized by an intense cult of personality. His image is everywhere, from billboards to the walls of public buildings, reinforcing his status as the supreme leader. He is portrayed as an almost godlike figure, a savior of the nation. This portrayal is not just propaganda, it's a carefully constructed narrative that permeates every aspect of North Korean life. His portraits adorn every wall, a constant reminder of his authority and presence. This omnipresence serves to reinforce the idea that he is always watching, always in control. His speeches are met with fervent applause, a choreographed display of loyalty and devotion. These public displays are not just for show, they are a crucial part of maintaining the regime's image of unity and strength. This carefully crafted image, alongside a state-controlled media, effectively shuts out any dissenting voices. The media serves as a mouthpiece for the regime, ensuring that only the official narrative is heard. But behind the facade of unity lies a stark reality. The lives of ordinary North Koreans are marked by hardship and oppression. Defectors tell stories of a society where fear is a constant companion. Human rights are routinely violated. The regime's grip on power is maintained through a network of prison camps and a pervasive surveillance system that monitors every aspect of life. Freedom of speech is non-existent. Any form of dissent is swiftly and brutally crushed, ensuring that the population remains compliant and submissive. And any sign of opposition is met with swift and brutal punishment. Public executions and the imprisonment of political dissidents serve as stark warnings to anyone who might consider challenging the regime. This is Kim Jong-un's vision for North Korea, a nation fiercely independent, fiercely loyal, and fiercely controlled. The regime's emphasis on military strength and ideological purity is designed to create a society that is both resilient and obedient. But could this vision ever extend beyond its borders? The regime's isolationist policies have kept North Korea largely cut off from the rest of the world, but Kim Jong-un's ambitions may not be confined to his own country. What if Kim Jong-un ruled the world? The thought is both intriguing and terrifying, a glimpse into a potential future where one man's vision shapes the destiny of an entire planet. Nuclear ambitions and diplomatic dances, tools of a global ruler? Kim Jong-un's reign has been marked by a relentless pursuit of nuclear weapons. Since taking power, he has accelerated North Korea's nuclear program, conducting tests at an unprecedented rate. This aggressive stance has not only alarmed neighboring countries but has also drawn the attention of global superpowers. He sees them as his ultimate insurance policy, a deterrent against foreign intervention and a symbol of North Korea's strength on the world stage. The nuclear arsenal is more than just a collection of weapons. It is a statement of defiance and a tool for leverage in international negotiations. Under his leadership, North Korea has conducted numerous missile tests, each one a provocation that has sent ripples of concern throughout the international community. These tests are not just demonstrations of military capability but also strategic messages aimed at asserting North Korea's position in global geopolitics. Yet amidst the saber-rattling, there have been surprising moments of diplomatic engagement. Kim Jong-un has shown a willingness to step onto the world stage, engaging in high-profile summits that have captured global attention. These moments of diplomacy are as calculated as his military maneuvers. Kim has met with world leaders, including the presidents of South Korea, the United States and China, engaging in discussions about denuclearization and peace. These meetings are often shrouded in spectacle, with each handshake and photo opportunity meticulously choreographed to convey a message of strength and openness. However, progress has been slow and often met with skepticism. The international community remains wary, questioning the sincerity of North Korea's commitments. Analysts debate whether these diplomatic efforts are genuine or simply a strategy to buy time and reduce economic sanctions. Are these diplomatic overtures genuine attempts at peace, or are they merely tactical maneuvers to buy time and ease international pressure? The answer remains unclear. The complexity of the situation is compounded by North Korea's opaque political system and the unpredictable nature of its leadership. But one thing is certain: Kim Jong Un is a master strategist, adept at using both military might and diplomatic charm to achieve his goals. His ability to navigate the treacherous waters of international politics while maintaining a firm grip on power at home is a testament to his political acumen and strategic foresight. Whether through the threat of nuclear force or the promise of peace, Kim Jong Un continues to shape the destiny of North Korea and influence the broader geopolitical landscape. Envisioning a world under Kim Jong Un. Now let's imagine a world where Kim Jong Un's vision extends beyond the Korean peninsula. Picture a world where every nation is subservient to his rule, where the principles of Juche guide global policy. Gone are the days of vibrant democracies and free markets. Instead, we have a world of centralized control, with Kim Jong Un at the helm, dictating everything from economic policy to personal freedoms. The internet, that bastion of free speech, is heavily censored, tightly controlled to only disseminate state-approved information. Global media becomes a mouthpiece for the regime, broadcasting endless propaganda praising the supreme leader's wisdom and benevolence. Individuality is suppressed, replaced by a culture of obedience and conformity. The world under Kim Jong-un's rule resembles a giant, tightly controlled North Korea, a chilling prospect indeed. Section 4. The iron grip challenges of global authoritarianism. But could such a regime even function? History teaches us that absolute power is difficult to maintain, especially on a global scale. The sheer size and diversity of the world would pose an immense challenge to Kim Jong-un's centralized rule. Different cultures, religions, and ideologies would inevitably clash with his iron-fisted approach. Maintaining control over a global population accustomed to varying degrees of freedom would require an unprecedented level of surveillance and suppression. The cost of monitoring dissent, quelling rebellions, and enforcing conformity across continents would be astronomical, potentially crippling even the most robust economy. Moreover, the absence of democratic checks and balances, coupled with the suppression of free speech and independent thought, would likely lead to widespread corruption and inefficiency. Without accountability, even the most well-intentioned policies could have disastrous consequences. Section 5. Whispers of dissent, resistance in the face of absolute power. However, even in the face of such overwhelming control, the human spirit of resistance is likely to endure. The essence of resistance is deeply embedded in the human psyche, a natural response to oppression and injustice. When faced with absolute power, people find ways to express their dissent, often in the most creative and unexpected forms. Throughout history, totalitarian regimes have always been met with opposition, and a world ruled by Kim Jong-un would be no different. From the French Revolution to the Arab Spring, history is replete with examples of ordinary people rising up against extraordinary odds. These movements, often sparked by a single act of defiance, can grow into powerful forces for change. Pockets of resistance would emerge, fueled by the desire for freedom, autonomy, and self-determination. These groups, though small and scattered, would be united by a common goal: to challenge the oppressive regime and reclaim their rights. They would meet in secret, share information covertly, and plan their actions with meticulous care. From covert networks of activists using technology to circumvent censorship, to underground publications spreading the truth, the tools of resistance have evolved with time. In the digital age, the internet becomes a battleground where information is both a weapon and a shield. Encrypted messages, anonymous forums, and social media campaigns would play crucial roles in mobilizing support and spreading awareness. To open rebellions challenging the regime's authority, the fight for freedom would continue. These open acts of defiance, though risky, serve to inspire others and demonstrate that the regime's power is not unchallenged. Clashes between protesters and authorities, though often violent, highlight the courage and determination of those who stand up against tyranny. the fight for freedom would continue. The slogans chanted, the signs held high, and the marches through city streets all serve as powerful symbols of resistance. Each protest, no matter how small, adds to the growing chorus of voices demanding change. These acts of defiance, however small or seemingly insignificant, would represent a beacon of hope. Candlelight vigils, silent protests, and solitary acts of bravery all contribute to the larger movement. They remind us that even in the darkest times, hope can shine through, a testament to the enduring human spirit that refuses to be silenced. The determined faces, the defiant chants, and the unwavering resolve of the people are a powerful reminder that the human spirit cannot be easily broken. Each act of resistance, no matter how small, adds to the collective strength of the movement. They would serve as a constant reminder to the regime that its grip on power is not absolute. Graffiti on walls, songs of freedom, and the stories of those who resist all serve to undermine the regime's authority. These symbols of resistance are a testament to the resilience and creativity of the human spirit, and that the yearning for freedom can never be truly extinguished. The lone figure standing against oppression, the crowd waving flags of freedom, all symbolize the unquenchable desire for liberty. This yearning, deeply rooted in the human soul, ensures that the fight for freedom will continue, no matter the odds.